Hello, my friends. Namaste. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of October the 2nd, 2023. Now, as I have been mentioning to you frequently, the month of October, pretty intense, and we start off the month with some intensity. Now, as we enter this week, we are wrapping up. Venus is finishing up that clash energy with the planet Uranus, right? So she's finishing up her journey through Leo. Uranus is hanging out, also moving backwards through the sign of Taurus, but they pick up a difficult angle last week, and this can fire late as well. So this is in play, I would say, through the middle of the week, if not till the end of the week. Venus is preparing on the 6th to come out of her shadow, right? She's been retrograde. She was either in the shadow of her retrograde before, retrograde, or now in that afterglow shadow, right? Until she gets to 28 degrees. And then once she hits 29, she steps into a degree that she's not been reviewing or rethinking. It is also the final degree in the sign of Leo, right? And so it's this culmination, this push, and I think you're really going to feel that this week, okay? So prepare for the unexpected. Keep in mind, even though this is a difficult configuration, Venus does tend to bring benefits and blessings, right? So enjoy the journey, enjoy unusual experiences, situations, be adaptive. Keep in mind also that by the end of the month, she will move into a trine, a blessing configuration with the same planet. So the things that you're maybe breaking free of at the beginning of the month, things will be much more in a state of flow by the end of the month. The other big energy that we're talking about is Mars in the sign of Libra is co-present with the South Node, the node of the moon that tends to take things away, remove things, brings decrease. But that also means that Mars is across the sky from the North Node in Aries, right? The warrior, the independent self. So there's this huge relationship push-pull. This is going to be amplified this week. But the big amplifier is going to be a harsh angle between Mars and Pluto, right? Pluto in Capricorn, still moving backwards, around 27 degrees of that sign of Capricorn, putting the final touches on any lessons in that Capricorn area of life. And you can see it in the broader world as well. As I have pointed out many times, the United States has a 27-degree Pluto in its chart, and this is the last push of the Pluto return for the country, right? Very youthful country. But this difficult Mars-Pluto energy will ripple out for everyone, and so I want you to pay attention around, if you have anything from like 24 to 28 degrees, especially in the cardinal signs, I want you to exercise extreme caution. Be more gentle. Do not be resonant with difficulty or violence, and slow down. That is the best way to deal with this really angular energy, is to slow down so that you are adaptable, so that you are smart, wise, and intelligent when you are shown how things need to change and evolve. Okay? On the 2nd, we also have Mercury coming into an opposition with Neptune. So it's going to be Mercury in Virgo, loves to be in Virgo, right? Right across from the Neptune and Pisces. So this brings in a little bit of fog, a little bit of confusion, a little bit, hey, what? So if there's some uncertainty, don't leap before you look. Make sure you vet, that you research, you search, you discern. But also, this in its best way can be used for inspiration, for ideas. And so you may wish to really, make sure you have some time for creative work this week, particularly looking at your chart and seeing where the Virgo, Pisces, where that axis of your chart is. All right. Now, on the 3rd, we also have more help from Mercury, because Mercury is going to move into a beautiful trine with Pluto. I also think this is going to help us a lot with that clash from Mars that's coming, right? Because Mercury is so empowered in the sign of Virgo, and Mars in Libra, not so much, right? So again, discerning, wisdom, be of service, be of use, be sensible, be a good earth sign, right? Be a good earth sign. All right. On the 4th, Mercury is going to slip into the sign of Libra. And this is definitely going to amp that partnership vibe. Now, we already have a pretty big partnership vibe going, right? Because we have the Sun in Libra. We've got this South Node in Mars situation. Well, now Mercury steps into that. And there's a lot more conversations about some of the partnership things that have been surfacing, right? So have those difficult conversations, but don't get angry, right? Don't be angular, because there's angular energy out there. If you are angular, you will step into the flow of what you don't want to be and who you don't want to be. All right. That that square, that difficult angle between the Mars and Pluto starts on the 5th, right? Again, I'm putting the caution flag up all month, but from the 5th to the 14th, I want you to be very careful, very cautious, very slow about your routines, your habits, everything you do, everything you think. Do not resonate with violence, especially if you have sensitive points or anything in your chart between that like 24 to 28 range of anything in those degrees, right? Those are going to be activated. All right, and then on the 6th, Venus is out of the shadow zone, and so we take all the information we gathered from the retrograde period of Venus and Leo, and now we can move forward with it, right? There's a lesson. There was a lesson from that chapter of your life. So learn the lesson, observe, discern, and move forward. All right. October 7th, we start to get the perfection of the exact square of that Mars and Pluto. So again, be very careful. There's also a Cancer moon that day. So of course the moon is going to be across from Pluto, and it squares the nodes, which is going to be like deep feels. And so watch your emotional body. Your emotional body could be very triggered, right? But yet, it also picks up some lovely energy from some of those planets that are in water signs. So intuition will be an aid during this time. Do watch on the 7th. We've got a moon void 3:12 p.m. till 7:24 p.m. Eastern. So that afternoon, be creative, but don't try to get anything, mission driven accomplished. It's just not going to stick. All right, as we finish the week on Sunday, on October the 8th, Venus is going to slip into Virgo. Venus in Leo is a vibe. Venus in Virgo, it's not her best look. She's very discerning. She can be a little picky. She can be a little cruel. So use that higher vibration of Virgo energy, because you're going to need those answers, right? You're going to need that good Virgo vision this week to discern the path forward, to move through some of these landmines that are coming up in the astrology, okay? So yeah, and that is the precise Mars-Pluto square. But don't put your guard down after the precise square, right? All of next week, you're still going to need to be alert and cautious, because Mars and Pluto can fire both early and late. And so, and then we'll be heading into an eclipse as well the following weekend. And so again, white light shields up. I want you to be cautious. I want you to be wise this week. And I'm excited. I haven't done the tarot yet, but I'm excited to see what tips it may have for us and how we can use this energy in order to move forward. There is going to be this feeling of leaping forward. So deep breaths, stay grounded. And thank you again for watching. Comment below. I'd love to hear how you are managing this week and these energies. And I'll see you in the tarot. Hello, my friends, and welcome to your planetary energy forecast, the week of October the 2nd, 2023. We are checking out our Isis Lotus Tarot spread. Shows us 2 different ways to manage the energy. Big energy this week, man. A little sketch. Mars, Pluto, man. Be wise, be careful. Let's see what the cards suggest for the collective for this week. Lots of shuffling. All right. First card is the past. And we have the Page of Swords. So in the past, there has been this kind of, not wanting to deal with something. There's something that you just kind of like, I don't really feel like dealing with that. That feels heavy. That feels difficult. You might not be handling things in the most mature way. You might be avoiding things, or even feel like you're just in a position that you cannot make those decisions. Like you're not the person that has the power, right? So that could be where you're coming from. But you, in this present moment, are the Empress. Fertile. You are abundant. You are in this creative mode. This great potential is here, right? This Venusian potential. So I like this tapping into that Venus going direct and coming out of shadow. The environment you're in, Ace of Wands, there needs to be a new beginning. You need to initiate, start. It's not a waiting time, it's a go. It's a green light. And as these things come together, there's something that is crashing and burning that feels very uncomfortable, that makes you feel like you are not being successful, that you're not fulfilled, and like you made a mistake. But the reality is this is a necessary ending that will yield something new, space for something new. The key card of the future, Judgment. You got a big decision to make. You need to be balanced. There's some karmic patterns going down here, and you'll probably see them, right? Know them, see them as what they are. Do not be in denial about them. Be the person who discerns and decides. The Hierophant, you're either in this position of giving advice or receiving it from someone who knows what's going on, right? You may need to consult somebody on this. The other card, the Hanging Man, you may need to wait. There might be some temporary discomfort as you begin to reset, take this initiation, clean up the mess from what's ending, and move forward, right? Once you make this decision, right, you might be asking for help from someone who's an authority, someone who's in charge, or it might be temporarily waiting. The key card of the near future is the Page of Cups. You really need to think about what it is that you want, what is going to fulfill you emotionally. This is a card that says, hey, you might have thought before that you can't have what you want. Yes, you can. And you should, right? And the more you deny that, the more unhappy you're going to be. And you're going to continue to be unhappy. The modifiers for this card, over on the side of the Hierophant, you have the Sun. You need to be seen. You need to be admired. You need to be able to be yourself. On the side with the Hanging Man, Five of Cups. So this might be very uncomfortable, right? You might be so focused on what you've lost, the things that you've poured time and energy into that aren't working out, instead of paying attention to what you have. What's a great saying, right? Do what you can with what you have. All right. With that Sun, we have the King of Wands. Once you consult the person in charge or get some advice, you have to figure out what inspires you emotionally, what's going to fill you up. Know what it is, who you are, and what you want, and then you need to take action. Over here with the Five of Cups, King of Swords, another king energy. So the King of Wands is a little bit more proactive. King of Swords is a lot more logical. He's not so necessarily rash. He's over here making spreadsheets, right? Because this is the side that has to wait. And so, yeah, you still want this, a thing that's going to fill you up. You need to make sure you're not focused on what you've lost, or I can't do it now. So what? Okay, so prepare, analysis, make lists, gain skills, all those kinds of things. All right, and the solutions or progressions. On the Hierophant side, we've got the Hermit. Pull back, no unnecessary social things. You've got this work to do, and so do it. You definitely should be meditating. On the other side, we've got the Seven of Cups. So while you're in that state of suspension, while you're waiting, you need to edit. You need to get down to brass tacks. You need to get clear. You need you can't have it all at once, right? King of Swords. Paired with the Hermit, Two of Cups. The perfect thing will present itself. That's beautiful. I love it. And on the other side, we have the Five of Wands, some internal conflicts. So that could be because you feel like you're temporarily waylaid, right? And so you are having trouble making some decisions, all right? You've got to pick the way forward, right? So you're either not quite ready and you have to be more discerning and not argue with yourself, or you are ready to go, you're ready to take these actions. You need to talk to somebody who can help you, somebody who can offer wise advice, offer some wisdom to you, and then move towards that thing that really lets you shine. Wow, Hermit and the Two of Cups. Beautiful outcome over here. Even if you end up over here, though, in this side where you feel like you're temporarily waylaid, don't forget to have that attitude of gratitude, be rational, and start editing down that list of wishes and wants so that it's achievable, and don't argue with yourself. All right, looks like an interesting week, but none of these are too scary, all right? So I'm feeling better about the week. seeing this spread. I hope you feel great about the week. Feel free to drop a comment below. I love to hear from you guys. It always helps me to feel inspired to continue to post, and stay safe. Have a great week.